Shalom, shalom. Today we're going to talk about this incredible and wonderful thing called artificial intelligence and deep learning. So let's begin. Today we're going to talk about a very important theme which everyone, of course, is very familiarized with. It's, of course, something very intimate from all of us. It is the human aspect. So we are going to talk about it. So let's start. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the ability of a digital computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. So computers are pretty intelligent, and so are we, or not so much. The term is frequently applied to the project of developing systems endowed with an intellectual process characteristic of humans, such as the ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize or learn from past experience. For those who may be, let it go. Human being, a culture-bearing primate classified in the genus Homo, especially the species Homo sapiens. So this is a very, very bad classification for us human. Just a primate that is of genus Homo. Oh, so, but what's really human as we are? So I have my definition, which is much better than their definition. Indeed, we are sure that we are humans and humans are us, or in mathematical words. The definition, humans equals to us, if and only if. So we are humans, and just we are humans. For example, no other animal is human. And the contrary is also true. If there is a human, it has to be us. There are limits between humans and Homo ancestors, right? So we actually tend to think that we descended from the first primate of our missing link, and it's not that true at all, because there is something bigger than we are going to talk right now. Human actually can descend from Homo. However, the difference between them and us is the consciousness. Indeed, it's not just the fact that we know that we know, which is why we are sapiens, a recent journey. But it's something beyond that has a correspondence in the world of ideas, which was by Plato used in religions all around the world, used also. So where we are in this big time, so there are these eras, which is we are in the Miocene. This here, in the Miocene, that's where we are, and we are here. So let's continue. So we are not so old like that. We are a bit like 11. We descend from primates more than 11 million years ago. We're not that old. So here are the Homo sapiens, what we are today. This is Homo neanderthalensis, Homo erectus, Homo habilis, Australopithecus afarensis. So this is our evolution. First, there was this man here. Also, these that had different abilities. These had developed this part of the body straight, and also to get to us. So this is the how many millions of years ago it has been happening to become us, so they say. So we have Homo sapiens here, very near, a little bit 300,000 years ago. So that's where we are, and we are very proud of it. Because we are more beautiful, probably, but it doesn't matter. So this is our place in this whole evolution. So Charlie said in this whole thing. Actually, he didn't say that we descended from the first primate. Indeed, he just compared species. So continuing, so all these things are from the Encyclopedia Britannica. The human aspect. So let's start. So the future of the human race is a little bit scary. Let's begin with very wonderful things. Like the internet as it exists will not exist since there will be implant in retina. Um, I forgot to see here. That will project images, and our optic nerves will then interpret them. So you will not see the world as you see, you will just have a projected image for you to process. Then you can date a person in any wonderful place. So if you want to find a girl, actually, you won't need to go to an application and try to find her. Actually, you will be able to encounter people in real, in actually virtual, in the virtual world, but it will seem very much as the real world, and you will be talking a beautiful place with beautiful trees, a beautiful sun, wonderful clouds, and you will talk. So the human work, since the machines will do everything, humans will be just the spectators, a type of pun at your senses. Indeed, they will have a lot of fun, at least for a time. The human characteristics. It seems strange, but many today live till 2100s, when if you're young, will be able to control and change the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, and the color of your skin, the color of everything that you want in real time. So that's a bit strange, right? You can control everything real time. And the human choices, that's a big point that we have really to pay attention. With forward propagation, which is a method in artificial intelligence and deep learning, inputs that are transformed to produce outcomes, the mind of the machine, so they say, will gather choice before you get the answer. Then you don't choose more, but the AI, the artificial intelligence, will do it for you. So if you want, for example, chocolate, you don't want more. The program, the artificial intelligence, will want for you before you want. So actually, you will just be with a feeling that the machine wants for you to have, not want what you want to have. That's a little bit tricky and very weird. But there is a problem to have this wonderful life, to date anyone that you want, to go wherever you want, because what are the inputs based on, since they are going to choose for us? There is a bias. Actually, the next inputs, for the next layer of the inputs, so will come with a bias. This bias here is a kind of opinion or desire or an emotion, something very related to humans, or even the first ones. Here, many can think as it being just one small thing, but imagine millions of propagations of bias. And a problem that people think is too far can come as the quantum effects become very apparent, because we're talking right now about something very interesting. They are waves, and waves interfere with one another, and they produce quantum effects. For example, how to distinguish between our reasoning and the machines. So we have an alternative future. Well, if the first future we have talked become just true for a group of people, and not true for all the other people, then a small group that's outside will have the perception of what happens with the amount of beings. And if I tell you that the outlandish group is the one that projected the AI for the other amount, surprise, it seems strange for this to happen, but let's see a little bit more. In the politics, let's see these effects in politics. Suppose there are 70 people in our experiment. Suppose that 1/3, 23, have good benefits, and the other, which is 2/3, will not be content to have less. Then they will elect a leader that disagrees the other 23, so that the leader changed this situation. But the smaller group has more technology, and the other 67 don't want to have, or don't have conditions to achieve this level. And so the smaller group will have choleric fear and will try to implement algorithms of fun and exercises, bread and games for them. till a time they will kill them indirectly for one reason. Because for one reason here. Because the 67 group will try to find the other 23. Because the 67 group will conspire against the other 23. And because of the members of 23 people believe in superiority, and the race has to remain. And perceive this, that there is just one reason here. And so the others are probably derived from this, or not. It doesn't matter. So best wishes, shalom. I hope that you have understood and took the best that you can from artificial intelligence and deep learning. Thank you.